So I want to start just by asking who's in the room today. So I've been round and have shaken as many hands as I could. Hopefully I haven't given you all the coronavirus. Who owns their own business? You just put your hands up if you own your own business. Ah, very good. Who's thinking of starting a business? Who works for a big company? Who works for a small company? Okay. Who works on the thing that they're passionate about? Right, congratulations, you can all go home. That's absolutely amazing. I've got a quote here, there's a million quotes on this, but I found one from Oprah Winfrey. She said, "Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you." And I think for me that's what it's all about. Let's see if I can... Oh, that's me. That's what it's all about. So I saw this was on Twitter, and I did a screen grab. Let's just read it out. It's a conversation I heard at work this morning. I didn't overhear it, this was on Twitter. "Hey, how are you?" "Oh, living the dream." Whose dream? Everybody's but mine. So that's what it's all about. That's what today is all about, is trying to make sure that this tweeter is never you, or never overhearing you talk. I'm just going to talk about the IOD very briefly and why we're doing this. Oops. The IOD is a membership organisation for business leaders, so people who own their own businesses or people who are senior in businesses, not just businesses, charities, public sector as well. We have a Royal Charter that was started in 1903, and it basically asked us to help our members to be the best directors that they can be. So who in the room is already an IOD member? Obviously my table. 3 or 4 already? That's good. We are here mainly to help people to be the best directors that they can be. And we do it in these 3 ways. And these are the 3 words that I want to sort of impart today on you, because it doesn't matter whether you're an IOD... I didn't say that. It matters if you're an IOD member. But these 3 things matter more. Connectivity, connecting up with other people, broadening your network, speaking to the right people, asking for help, and knowing who to go to when you need something, and to ask for peer support. Professional development training. Now, you need to keep training and learning, even if it's not formal qualifications. Going to events and learning about the new stuff that's changing, because the world's changing all the time and you don't want to be left behind. And then lastly, influence. We need to amplify our voices. We need to influence on the issues that we care about. And I want to show you this because this is our crest at the IOD. It says integrity and enterprise at the bottom. So if you just mind shouting out for me just a few words that make you think of the word integrity. What does integrity mean?
Honouring your word.
Honesty.
Honouring your word.
Honouring your word. Timely. Timely. What do you mean, sorry, by that? Oh, to be prompt on time, yeah. I would say the best definition that I've ever heard, although I love all of these as well, is doing the right thing even when nobody would know whether you've done it or not. And then enterprise. What does the word enterprise make you think of? Creativity? Innovation? Serving. Serving. In what way serving?
The customers or the people that you serve in terms of what you provide. So if you're providing a service or a product, serving the people who are the recipients of it.
Providing the right product. And that brings me on to very well this. So this is a very difficult question. You'll all have to have a PhD to answer this. That 51% number, is that A, the percentage of the population that is women, or is it the percentage of the population in the UK that's called David? I know it's tough, but this is where we are. We're in a situation at the moment in this country where there are more chief execs and people on the boards of FTSE companies called David than there are women. there's more Johns as well. And Michelle Obama said this: no country can ever truly flourish if it stifles the potential of its women and deprives itself of the contributions of half of its citizens. My good friend Michelle Obama. She doesn't know she's my friend yet. It's my life ambition. I don't think that would be weird if I just messaged her every day. I think she would think that was fine. And this is what the IOD is doing on it, because we're the Institute of Directors. So for us, it's all about how do we help the directors of the future, not just to be carbon copies of the directors of the past. And it comes back to what you said, sorry, at the back. What you said a minute ago, it's about serving our communities. You can't serve your customers if the only people sitting on boards deciding what the product should be and the services should be are all white men, basically. So that's what we want to do. The Institute of Directors, that's our chair there, top left. Her name's Charlotte Valeur. She's trying very hard to sort of change this discourse. And she's actually been in the press saying that businesses are lying about diversity, they're lying about how hard it is, and it's actually much easier and we just need to get on with it. So I think that's a good, strong discourse. I mean, very strong actually, to be in the press saying the word lying. It's actually a very strong discourse. That's our board underneath that picture. So our actual board is, we're working on it. We've got a good gender balance. We've got an ethnic balance as well. And then in the Northwest, we've been doing lots of work on diversity, loads of events on diversity for years, all across the Northwest, not just Manchester, but Lancashire, Cheshire, Cumbria, Liverpool. And we do a women's conference every year, so you're all welcome to join us for our women's conference. If you're interested in that, we'll do you a good deal. We don't know the date of it yet, it's in October. If you're interested in that, give your name to Rebecca here, and some contact details, and when we start advertising that, we'll write to you and we'll say, we'll give you some half-price tickets or something. We've been working with Bolton CDP to help the young people from the African diaspora. We've done 4 events with them, and we've actually made it onto Bolton CDP's banner as well, which is quite exciting. Saw my little face there, like I was shoved to the back. And so I'm doing this. Right at the back there, but that was when we introduced the young people to the mayor, Andy Burnham, and they brought issues from their young people, so they've got different issues to us, but they spoke to him, about 15 young people speaking directly to him as well. That was very interesting. We're starting an LGBT directors network as well, and we're also speaking to the Asian community, so it's not just, it's everybody. We're trying to include everybody in this. And we want to help to make sure that the directors of the future are more representative.
What does CDP mean?
What does CDP mean? Domina, what is Bolton CDP? What does CDP mean?
Community Development Partnership.
Community Development Partnership. Sorry, I could have learned that. I've been working with them for 1.5 years. Do apologise. And so, why is this important for us in IOD Northwest? Well, this is where we represent. So it's Manchester, it's Cheshire, it's Cumbria, it's Liverpool, and it's Lancashire. And we have our problems as well. So we've got Brexit, we've got devolution, that's the 2 mayors there. We've got Northern Powerhouse, we've got transport and infrastructure challenges. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to get a job in Liverpool, but it would be an absolute nightmare to get there every day and back. It takes me about 1 hour and 40 minutes to get to Liverpool, 2 hours to get to London. Isn't that absolutely bonkers when it's just round the corner? We've got all sorts of problems, and one of the big challenges we have is skills. We're losing our young people every year to London, and part of the reason for that is they feel that there aren't enough opportunities in Manchester or in the Northwest to keep them here. And this is where I think we can make a massive difference. If we're helping we're helping to support the directors of the future, we're helping to create the jobs of the future and create those opportunities and hopefully keep our young people in the Northwest. And I think that's it sounds grandiose, it's kind of bigger than the IOD, but it's certainly something that we can contribute to. And that's where I think it's really quite exciting. And I'm just going to finish now. This is a quote from Nelson Mandela, actually. There's no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one that you're capable of living. Now, I don't know what everybody else thinks. For me, Mandela, I think, might have been one of the best humans that ever walked. all change the world in the way that he did. But what we can do is try to influence that bit that's in front of us. So I always think of it as, you know, that bit that you could throw your net over if you're a fisherman, if you had a net in your hands, that bit that's in front of you. But by joining up together through the connectivity, then our nets join together and our influence is more powerful. By being better trained, we can be more influential and you know, amplify our voice and really try and change some of these problems that are